Well, hello again. I am back with another rapid review. This time we're talking Toidles, the Teenage Mutant of sorts. Last Ronin number 2 to be more specific. Obviously, this is the book to talk about. Why there's not more people talking about it blows my mind. Obviously, there's people talking about it. There's some people that recognize, but unfortunately, the speculator community is. I feel like they're kind of turning people off, at least from what I'm understanding. So I got to make sure that people know that this book is in fact incredible. And what do I mean the speculator community is turning people off of it? Well, when IDW comes on and announces something like, "Hey, we've never sold this many issues of something ever," so I'm guessing 175,000 issues of the first print is my guess. That's my guess. That's huge. That's huge. Relatively speaking, though, I mean, it's not a million. And I don't know. I still don't think it's enough for people to go, ew, that's too many. I'm never going to make money off of this book. Well, I don't believe that. I do think that this book is going to be something way bigger than it is now. I really think it's going to evolve the turtle everything into something massive. I really, really do. Just based off of, there's a first appearance in here. I'm just going to come out and say it. So before I get all into that, just know that yes, there is speculator steam behind this. I think it's more long term. I know that the first issue, the first print, is still selling for like 35 to 40 bucks, and rightfully so. But I think that there's something to be had here, just based off of something that I'll get to here in just a second. So let's get down to the nitty gritty of this book. What is going on here? A lot of it revolving around April and her perspective of the events that transpired on one fateful evening. This is a futuristic April, and what I mean by that is there's a little less of her than we're used to seeing. She's missing an arm and a leg. There was an explosion that happened. They get into that slightly. I'm not gonna. Just know that she has these badass robot appendages, and yeah, well, she wakes up from her flashback nightmare of really the night that seemingly shit really started to go down, if you will. At this point, all the turtles are still alive. They come rushing into April, a much younger, regular version of April that we're used to seeing, into her apartment. Splinter dying, wounded horribly. They were ambushed by the Foot Clan. So yeah, not so good. It's not looking good. Raph, he's frantic. He just wants revenge, and that's what he seeks out to do. While Splinter lay dying on the table, he wants to make sure that, he gets some licks in. I don't know. He's Raph. He's not thinking. He's just being typical Raph. So that's what he does. He goes after the Foot Clan, and he is just annihilating them in the most bloody, brutal way possible. I mean, this is like Eastman and Laird brutality turtles, man. This is old school. And the way Ben Bishop draws Raph's Rampage via Ben Bishop is quite possibly some of my favorite pages that I've seen throughout the entire goddamn year. So I know the year is young, but it's just you feel the anger, man. You really do, and I love Ben Bishop's line work. All of the artists in here kill it. So I'm just gonna go and lay that out there right now. But Raph's Rampage. He's going after Karai, the leader of the Foot Clan. He wants his total, absolute revenge, and that's kind of what he gets. But it's kind of an eye for an eye situation. Once again, spoilers. I mean, if you don't know by now, they kind of gut each other underwater, and I mean, you see, Raph's. Oh man, not so good. The waters are red. The waters are red. So we believe, kind of ambiguous. We have to assume this is how Raph dies, considering we know that at this point all the turtles are dead. Killed by Karai, but did he get his revenge? I know that he got a stab in, but they don't really focus in on her fate, so we'll see. Meanwhile, we go back to a now. Michelangelo back to a now April O'Neil. Well, we get the introduction of a very, I believe to be an incredibly important character in the Turtles mythos, and that's Casey Jones. Yeah, no, Casey Marie Jones, the daughter of Casey and April O'Neil. Now, thus, leaving the question of what was the fate of Casey? What's he doing? Well, some, once again, ambiguous panels show that Casey probably, well, he probably dead. So, you know, so what? I guess what would I rate it? What would I rate it on a scale from poor to near mint? Oh, do I have any reason not to give it a 9.8? You know, I really don't. I absolutely don't. I have no reason not to give this book a 9.8. This is a solid near mint. It doesn't get any better than this. It's an all-star artistic team, all-star writing team, an incredible story that's setting up something absolutely beautiful that I can only hope ties into the current ongoing. I want to see Lita. If Lita shows up in The Last Ronin, I'm going to lose my shit. If Lita shows up in The Last Ronin, they can't print enough copies of that book for it to not be important. That's all there. That's just me speculating, but what do I know? Maybe that's just me wishing. Whatever. So, there you go. It's been a rapid fire review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it's so good. It's so good. I can't get enough of it. Go get you some. Apparently, there's too many of them. Cheers, fuckers.